Hey, yo, Wayne. Remember 2 off seasons ago, Tom Brady did that interview with LeBron James? What was his famous quote when he left that one?
I'm
It's
taking
like,
my talents to.
remember 2 off seasons ago, Tom
He
Brady did
was
that
like,
interview with
You
LeBron
sticking with that
James?
mother?
What was his famous quote when he
"Is
left
that
that
what
one?
that? That's what it
I'm
was."
taking my
talents to.
remember 2 off seasons.
Yeah, he was fired up about that, man. You're
Why am I
picking
hearing
him over
something?
me?
What was his famous?
You said you're hearing feedback? Uh-oh. Let's do the intro. We'll be back. Right. You got me now? We good? Hello? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Wayne, you okay over there? Uh-oh. This might be some real bad technical difficulties we got going on over here, y'all. Uh-oh.
So I like.
This might be some real bad technical.
There you go. I hear you
It's
now.
just
Now.
over here, y'all.
it's just feedbacking though. I'm gonna try my hardest to fix it. Check.
I don't hear any feedback now.
Okay. Then it's on me. I guess.
So we good to go. We ready?
I guess.
All right, let's try to get through this one, man. It's going to be, listen, guys, the 49ers had a player when they couldn't legally
I
have
can't
a
do this
player.
shit.
It's still messing up? All right, hold on here. I got you.
That so it's like I'm getting a delay from my like it's playing from somewhere and I'm trying to figure out where it's playing from. Check. So we'll let Mike come back in and then it's coming from me because I can still hear it. But Mike did something before the show. Yeah, you guys don't hear it, but I'm hearing myself in my ear, like on a delay. So I'm trying to figure out what that is. But we was fine behind stage until Mike disappeared. You sound like a silk. You said I sound silk like a wedding singer. I don't have any other browsers open. Oh no, it sounds fine to y'all. It don't sound fine to me. But what's going on, everybody? So right now there's like a loop in my headphones. So like in my ears, I'm hearing a loop. So I gotta figure that out.
Microphone check 1 2 1 2. What does it sound like over there to you?
You sound good.
All right. So the feedback is gone. We ready to rock and roll?
Nah, it's like a super delay. I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna come back.
Oh my God. What's going on, everybody? Hey, listen, man. Look, this is what I'm going to do, man. We got a super chat here to start the show with. Let's go ahead and get to it. We also have one that we have to read here from yesterday's show. We apologize. We forgot it, but we did clip it. We did grab it. So we are going to read that one also on the air. It says, from 49ers Throwbacks up, fellas, it's been a crazy free agency week. Adam Peters is cooking. D'Amico got the team a big leap. Miss Armstead, Kendrick for going to Dallas. Much love to y'all. We will be fine. And listen, I agree, Throwback. I agree. I think the Niners are going to be A-okay. But D'Amico is absolutely building a monster over there. I'm not going to try to make any mistakes about that at all. D'Amico is going crazy. All right. How's it sounding over here to you now, Wayne?
It should be good now.
Okay.
It's fine. And where's the other one? We had one from yesterday that we saved, right, Wayne? The other,
Yeah, we didn't realize. So what we're gonna do with the super chats, because you guys are can you guys hear the sound effects out there? Because I had to reset. But you guys there was a super chat that came in, and now Mike is echoing.
All right. I'm telling.
No. I'll try to fix it. Hold on. It's got to be on my end. I don't know why, but it's got to be. So your echo should be gone. Mike, talk.
Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. I don't hear an echo. I heard it before when you came in, but
so the echo should be gone. Okay.
All right, so we good.
I guess.
All right, so now Wayne, I'm gonna put it across your face. Bow. This is the missing.
That didn't sound right, Mike.
This is super chat from yesterday from Boxer Fan ×4. He said, I like how Niners are addressing free agency. We are bringing in run stoppers, and most importantly, guys that have a history of staying healthy in our scheme fit. I got it. I figured it
Mike,
out.
can I ask you this question, right? So I thought about the health part. And mostly players are healthy when they're on other teams. But when they get to the 49ers, right? Now, why are you laughing?
Because I thought the same thing. He's gonna be here for 2 weeks.
Yo, we can't be disconnected, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I'm being for real though. It's something about this conditioning and strength and conditioning staff. And what else? What did we get rated? Didn't we get like a B on that report card for that room?
I forgot. I never actually did my show on that whole report thing, so I don't know where we were.
I can't remember what we got rated, but if that shit ain't an A, bro, then that's a problem.
Yeah. I mean, listen, the 49ers, I am very happy that they went out and got some healthy guys.
Oh, yes. Very much so.
Scheme fits and things like that. It's just, I think they're having a pretty good offseason, if I'm being completely honest with you. They took all the mistakes and said, no, you can go. And then boom, Here we are. You know what I'm saying? Now, Wayne, it's the grade was a C. We got a C there.
We didn't get a C there. Did we really get a C there, Corey?
That's what they're saying. That's what Soto was saying. Let me ask you this question though, man. The Armstead thing, I think we bodied it yesterday, clipped it up, put it out there. Trent Baalke getting his baby back? Is that like
of course, man. This is like Trent Baalke. If you guys didn't know, Eric Armstead is planning to sign with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Don't have the details as of yet, but and this is good for him, right? He's going to, and guess what? He's going to probably end his retirement in a place where you go to retire in Florida, right? And you don't got to pay taxes. This is going to be so much fun for him and his family. So I'm happy for them. And watch, he's gonna be able to live out the best years of his career out in Florida. So congratulations to Eric Armstead. I don't know if you can hear the sound effects because I don't know anymore. I don't even give a fuck at this point.
Oh, you wanted to do a round of applause?
Did you hear? You don't hear the round of applause?
I have my volume so low because it's coming through my regular speakers, and I don't want you to have any feedback. So I can't hear any sound effects, but I can hear you. I just can't move.
Understood.
Looks like we got another super chat already here. This one is from Uli 4985. How would you say that name? Skeleton.
Uli?
With a heart.
Uli?
With what Niners are doing in free agency, it's looking like they're gonna go O-line heavy in the draft. I'm leaning that way. I think that they like their offense. I think that they are gonna fix their defense with veterans. They'll get a couple of young guys and see how they fit in later on. And I'm hoping that they address special teams in the draft. I think it's offensive line, maybe another receiver, quarterback, and some special teamers. Let's go out there and get some aces. What do you think, Wayne?
I think I don't feel confident the 49ers draft their offensive lineman. And unless they got they had a top 10 pick prior and they got it wrong. I mean, you could say Mike McGlinchey was good in run blocking, but he definitely wasn't good in pass protection. And we can't run the ball all game long. So you got to find that perfect balance in your tackles and your guard. As much as I want the tackle, at 31, you're not getting the top guy. And so the way that the 49ers addressed free agency, they filled holes. They filled the holes. They supplemented with free agents and filled in the holes. So now, I mean, you could look at Jordan Elliott, you could look at Malik Collins and Kevin Givens. At the end of the day, those guys are rotative pieces. I don't give a how many games they started in the NFL. If there's there's two defensive tackles that I would take round one and insert right next to Javon Hargrave, who has an out next year in his contract. That's Jerzon Newton from Illinois, and that is Byron Murphy II from Texas. I could tell you, man, if those guys are there, I wouldn't be surprised if they go defensive tackle at 31, and then at 63, addressed. I don't even think they go tackle that early. There might be a kid that they're looking at. There might be a Mike. If I tell you there's a rhinoceros guard at 63 waiting for you to take, would you take that or would you take a project tackle?
You want my honest opinion?
You're gonna take the tackle.
I'm bringing Feliciano back and I'm taking a tackle.
You could still bring Feliciano back, but I think Feliciano serves his best purpose as the utility guy. He's the Daniel Brunskill of this team. So you bring him back regardless. But I'm talking about one of your favorite players was the Rhino. There's a Rhino out of Boston College. No, I'm telling you right now. There's a Rhino out of Boston College, Christian Mahogany. And I'm talking Rhino. I'm talking mean. Get out my way. Christian Haynes out of UConn. These are mean guys. I would like to see the Niners offensive line get mean. If we're doing all this makeshifting on the defensive line and the defensive front, and they had a change of heart with the defense, right? They decided to get rid of Steve Wilkes, take out that philosophy, get rid of all these big, tall guys, switch that up, change of heart. We're going to get them short 6'2 to 6'4 guys, 300 plus pounds, and we're going to be able to rush this passer, and we're going to be able to stop the run. Mm-hmm. I think the 49ers have a type that they're looking for on defense. Why not get a type on offense? Why get rid of the pussy willows? Okay, I think the whole offensive line is soft except for Trent Williams. I don't give a what you say. I don't think I like Aaron Banks, but I don't think he has that mentality to be mean. So get mean up front. Switch it up. I think you can get some mean guys that'll come in and service better than some of the starters we got on this offensive line later in the draft.
I like it. I've been saying the Niners don't invest. Man, I see. What I'm
just saying you don't like. Everybody's like, oh, we got to get the tackle. We got to get the tackle. We don't have to get the tackle. We can get the best player available. The best player available if we're trying to address the offensive line may be a guard. I mean, I like Graham Barton. I think that would be my top choice if I'm going to get a combo, a guy that played tackle in college, but I don't think will play tackle due to his arm length. You know about that, like due to the size of his arm length, his wingspan, all that type of stuff.
So we heard about Slater, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But I'm just saying I don't think he would serve, but he can. He can play tackle, but he'll be a monster at guard, bro. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so, like, that's the way I think that the 49ers really, Mike, this is the year of Chris Forrester. And, people keep saying we got Feliciano at guard. You got Feliciano as your utility piece. He's not just your guard. He's your backup center.
He signed back?
Not yet. But I'm just saying.
We won't have him. I don't care what y'all think he is. He's not here.
Good point. Yeah. All I'm saying is get some motherfucking bad boys. I want to see a bad You know who does best in the draft when it comes to drafting the offensive line? You have my permission. You have my permission. They can't hear the sound effects. I realize why they can't because I had to switch my setting because you don't have headphones in. It just hit me. You want to know why though, Mike? I mean, you want to know who that team is? You have my permission to smack the shit out of me too.
You're not gonna say the Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys, bro. Tell me I'm wrong. Prove me wrong. If it ain't one position group that they gets right every single time, it's the offensive line. Man, they about to get rid of an old school vet that they'll probably try to bring back, and he's still good. I think he's still serviceable. The Dallas Cowboys, and they've been doing it for decades. I'm just saying, they mean up front. Now, now, how the rest of the team play, that's a different conversation. That's totally different. But you look up front, man, they draft some dogs.
Hey, you want to see something funny?
Uh-oh, I done said something wrong.
No, if you go to Google and type in Cowboys draft 2019 and just hit enter, it's gonna say round 1 was Mozzie Smith, right?
Okay,
you see it?
Defense. I'm not seeing nothing.
Okay,
You seeing it?
And then if you delete 19 and put in 20, the same exact draft comes up with Mozzie Smith first. Then if you put in 2021, the same exact. So for 3 years in a row, they had the same draft according to Google. They changed the year.
That
They
can't
changed
be
the
right.
year every time. I wanted to look at how early they invest in those offensive linemen. That was the purpose of me doing this, because there's good players, but like you said, you're not getting a top tackle at 31. He's not going to be there. That was your point. You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's my point. Like, unless and the only reason why that's going to happen, Mike, I did, you know what we're going to do Monday? We'll do mock drafts on Monday. And you know what? We won't just cater it to the 49ers. Maybe we'll do the first 3 rounds of the NFL, or maybe do the first round of the NFL, so people can start to see which teams literally. I got 6 to 7 offensive tackles going in round 1, bro, before we get to our pick.
Wow.
Because after free agency ended, which is still going on, there's a bunch of teams that need tackles, bro. That's what makes it crazy. So that hurts the 49ers drafting a top guy. Like Amarius Mims, right? Probably my 1B, 1A, however you want to look at it. I really think that this kid could come in, be a mauler, be a monster. He's athletic. He's quick. I'm sure he can probably run a 4.9 with the right hammies or whatever, but who cares? It's all about the split, right? Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, Mike, and I'm not going to lie to you, though I've been studying this stuff. I'm telling you, bro, that kid here would be a problem, but here's the issue. He going to get snagged up. They're going to get picked. So the Niners going to have to make some decisions. We moving up. We got 10 picks, right? We got 10 picks now, right? We traded the 7th round pick, 232, to the Texans.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we used one of those picks. Yeah.
Not that was going to get us, to move up in the first round. But my point is, I like Guyton and I like Mims. Like, they're my top 2 guys. Young, they're moldable, they're athletic. I think that's the key that for me. Like, they have athleticism and they have these little freakish tendencies about them. As far as when you look at Guyton from Oklahoma, Guyton just has a crazy wingspan, right? That junk is long. It's wingspan, and I know you know who I'm talking about. I'm just saying that's a freakish tendency to me, right? When you can stretch this out, that's kind of scary, right?
He's a tackle. He plays left or right.
He plays right. He plays the right. And when you look at Amarius Mims, the dude is just I got the perfect freaking
comp.
You ready? No, it's not. It's a comp to a TV show that I know you can relate to. I'm gonna give you the TV show, and let me see if you could pick out the 2 characters. Game of Thrones. They were brothers.
Okay. Yeah. The Hound.
This mother.
And yeah.
In the mountain. In the mountain.
Yeah.
Mims is the mountain. Guyton is the Hound.
Which version of the mountain? Because the dead one.
I don't like the version that they started sticking up the blood and the dude turned into like some monster or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? But those are my first. Right. But my point is, those are my first round. Those are my late first round guys. But I think their draft stock moves them up. I think their pro days move them up. I think people are going to start like really zeroing in on what they did. The only thing that keeps them later in the draft is the simple fact that they didn't play a lot. And that's the question that only the 49er faithful care about how much they played in college, because every other team will draft them. Only us, though. Sorry, Mike. I can go on and on about this stuff. This is where
not you. You good. You are good. My wife came in and my daughter I don't want to hear it. But you were talking about the Cowboys and how well they are on the offensive line.
Yeah. I'll save this today.
Huh?
Well, great one 765 wanted to know about Kiran. I think it's Amagetti. This is a big tackle he plays right tackle. He's from Yale. Dude. He's a project. But Mike, I just want to get mean. I can't imagine this big mother trucker on the opposite end of Trent Williams. Now, he will have to deal with speed because that's the only way you're getting by on this dude. This dude is huge. Kind of like not as big as Trent Brown, but Trent Brown was soft to me. Like he was like a big marshmallow puff man. This dude is a monster.
Gentle giant. Trent Brown.
Yeah,
right?
Trent Brown was a gentle giant. This dude is he ain't a jolly green giant. This dude is a monster. He's just raw. He's just raw. But on the right side, you're not gonna be able to rush him with no daggone bull rush. You're not gonna be able to, power this dude. You're gonna have to beat him with moves. But he went to Yale. So guess what? He's smart as shit. I'm hoping. Right? We can't give Juice all the Ivy League credit if you get this kid from the Ivy League and think he's gonna be stupid. Nah. He can process and he's the dude. I wouldn't mind getting him in the second round, dog.
I was trying to find his combine information. Quran, huh?
I don't know how to say his last name. I want to say it's Amagetti because that just sounds dope. But it sounds like I'm missing something. But that's a dope pick. I comped him my first mock draft that I did on the WayneBreezie show. I picked him, I mocked him, and I still like him. 60. You might be able to get him in round 3. He might fall to round 3 because after the run and tackles in the first round, there might not be a big run on tackles. So some guys, your Jordans, those Kingsleys, they might get pushed back into round 3, and the Niners might be able to get a value pick at 94 and get their tackle and draft a corner with the second player. I know this show is called The Change of Heart, but this show is not just about Eric Kendricks having a change of heart. And the word on the street is, from the report that we read, is that Dallas offered him an extra year and more money. I'm not mad at him. Are you mad at him? I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at Eric Kendricks.
I don't even know his name no more.
Understood. I mean, good. That's because he's Cowboy. I get it. Yeah. I totally understand that. Totally dig it. My point is, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm with you, but I'm not mad at him. Dude got his money, veteran. He wanted to, get secure playing time, all that type of stuff. Cool. He's going to have more of an opportunity, over in Dallas. But here's my thing. The Niners need to figure this out and have a change of heart and switch that philosophy up on that offensive side. They've addressed the defensive side, and we see that they're having to change of heart defensively. And the philosophy that they're trying to instill, hey, we're getting big, we're getting fierce, we're gonna attack you from the interior.
So that means that they're not going to change anything on the offensive side of the ball.
Not necessarily, because they can still get big, mean, and fierce on the offensive line.
If you're changing all of that on both sides of the ball,
what's wrong with
that's
that?
called the rebuild.
Not necessarily, Mike. The 49ers are built. This could be the year where they load up on offensive linemen for the future, Mike. You're looking at it to be for right now, 2024. Mm-hmm. This isn't about 2024. The Niners don't draft for the current year ever. They should at
31.
They should at 31 because that's their first round pick. Every first round pick should be for now. 100. Yes. I can't do the sound. Yes. 1,000% correct.
Yeah, I think 31, but everything else should be depth. Look, we talked about it through text. in the group chat, right? Like we've got too many picks as is. 10, 11 people not making this roster. I'm sorry, they're not. It's too many veterans here, too many people that the Niners know what kind of production they're going to get out of. So
it depends on how many free agents they fill the roster with too, though.
well, they're going to build the 90.
They would
But when,
right.
when it's
But
time to cut back down.
But I'm saying it depends on those free agents. Look at the free agents. I'm not trying to say you wrong. I'm just saying, but look at the free agents that the Niners are kind of like covering over and bringing in.
Ain't nobody on the offensive side of the ball.
So if they go offensive in this draft, these guys have an opportunity to make the roster
Next year. Right?
So, yeah.
Because if the team stays status quo on the offensive side of the ball, receiver not going to make it. You don't. Well, I mean,
Well,
girls, but
Ray's gone, and can
Mhm.
somebody come out and beat out Danny Gray? Can somebody come out and
Yes,
beat out
yes.
Tay Martin?
Yes,
Okay. So you can't say that the receiver might not make it.
but what
Can
about
somebody
what
come
about
out and beat
the
out
boys from
Ronnie
last
Bell?
year? What about Bell? I don't think somebody just walking and beating out Bell.
I agree, but I don't think that's how Kyle Shanahan thinks. We talk about receivers being his position. That's the position he covets. It's always a battle. It's not even a battle. It's a war.
Mhm.
You first thing you got to know how to do is what?
You got to block.
Yeah. And so like I don't know what type of drills they go through in OTAs when they're installing things and stuff like that when it comes to for the wide receivers. I'm not there. I don't plan to be there this year too. I have to work. So
What about tight ends? We've been
See, now-
dying for a
now,
new tight end.
This is the year but you can get one.
Okay, and they let go of what's his name, Dwelly,
All-
right?
Dwelly's a free agent. Dwelly
Yeah.
will be back.
You say he's coming back.
Of course he's coming back. Dwelly's going to cost this team $2.50.
What about running backs?
I still think they need to invest there, but nobody won't. They won't. I don't know if they invest undrafted guys,
Mm-hmm.
but you got 11 picks. You can draft a running back.
Yeah, I'm with it. What about quarterback?
You
dare
draft
you
a
to say
quarterback.
Okay. Yes. Okay. All right.
Of course,
I
you
like
draft a quarterback. You sign Brandon Allen as your free agent. He's your current backup. You draft another guy, preferably Devin Leary from Kentucky. For me, I want the efficient guy. I want a guy that could come in if my quarterback go down. This dude know how to keep the ball and be efficient. He know how to hit the little throw, the whatever, just to keep the offense moving, keep the chains going. That's what I like to say. Devin Leary's the dude. Had a great combine. I don't think they're going to reach for a guy like Jordan Travis from Florida State. I think he's still that great, even though he's coming off of an injury, to be drafted higher by quarterback. Now, the Niners will play the game to see which quarterbacks go. They might just get an undrafted guy. How cool would it be if the Niners get an undrafted guy at quarterback, they get their guy, and this guy come in and beat out Brandon Allen?
How high would you draft a quarterback?
7.
By the way, Brandon Allen's lunch food. I get it. He's on the roster, but he should come on. Like let's just stop with the like. Oh, he's gonna be get somebody in here to take his job.
My point. Yes, and that's why I said he's 2 for now.
This one should have been a super chat, but he said he's been locked out of his account. However, I
can't do the sound effects, guys.
This right?
Huh?
You select to like use your whatever it is, like your here you go. I got you. All right. So Sean says, sorry, no super chat's been locked out of my account for 2 months. Armstead was always okay as a player, never a superstar. He had injuries before and after 2019. His only real good year. Easy replacement.
I think Eric Armstead became a fan favorite, the nice guy. But if you go back to that, yes. But if you like, I want the real 49er faithful to stand up. Because if you go back to the year that they let DeForest Buckner go, people were throwing this kid underneath the bus dirt. Like there was
people saying, "Oh, they chose him over him."
Like, of course. Like why would you how are you going to get rid of Buckner but Armstead was coming off of that double-digit sack season. And then Armstead, it was the Niners. I wonder if they changed the philosophy on versatility.
Now that's something.
That'll be a change of heart. Whew.
Listen, guys, we got to wrap this one up here. We had hard outs today at 30 minutes. We apologize for the inconsistencies and the audio issues in the beginning. We'll get them worked out, and we will be back better tomorrow. We can guarantee that. We can guarantee it. And we got a lot to talk about, too. We got a whole lot to talk about. So, Wayne, change of heart. It might be time for that. It might be time for a change of heart.
The free agency isn't over. Free agency doesn't end for a very long time, and players are going to get released from other teams, and the Niners are still freeing up money right now per over the cap. They are $4 million over the cap, and so they have to figure. They were underneath on March 13th at 4 p.m. and now they're over $4 million. So they still have to do some restructuring and or extendings. So the Niners are going to get it right. Maybe, there's rumors circulating about them trading wide receivers. Guys, you're going to get these rumors because the draft is on its way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We got to generate clicks. So y'all keep on looking. That's what they're doing right now. The rumors just going to be flying. All right. Brandon Ayuk's going Steelers. You got Debo going to Jacksonville. It's going to be rumors all over the place. So don't worry. Niners not going to have any offensive weapons at all. Brock Purdy's getting traded to Cincinnati. Boom. For Joe Burrow, straight up.
Oh, yeah.
We're live all the time, kicking it with the fam, bro. I'm Mike. That's Wayne. And this is The BAM Show. Peace.